Hello, these are Map of the Soul concert ticket tips. So the most important change to concert buying this time around is that you can only use one phone number per show, thus like one device per show. So when you try to get into the queue, Ticketmaster is going to ask you for your phone number. Once you type it in, they're going to text you a code you will then type in on the screen. And once you do that, it's going to either lead you to a captcha or the queue. So this is going to be a pain because you can only use the one device per show. The only way you can use multiple devices is if you are using each device or each tab for a different show. So in the past, I say I think because in the past it has let me use the same number for different shows. So let's say you want to do the Saturday show and the Sunday show. It will let you use that same phone number for both shows on different devices. It has let me do that during the regular sale. I don't know about pre-registered sale, but it has let me do that in the past. So hopefully, if you're trying to use multiple devices in that way, you can do it. What I mean by use a different email is just use a different Ticketmaster per device if you can, just to be double safe. You don't want it to kick you out. So essentially, if you try to use the same phone number for the same date on a different device, it's going to say, even if you have a different email signed, you're signed to a different Ticketmaster account, it's going to say you're already in line. It will not let you do it. And the last thing you want to do is get kicked out. So this is what I'm about to do. I'm going to kind of try to breeze through these because I've kind of explained these in previous videos. But you're going to make sure you have all your devices, everything you need, make sure everything's powered up. You're going to also make sure your devices are in a mode that doesn't let them sleep. So my phone will let me do it for 30 minutes. My Chromebook will let me do it indefinitely. So you want to make sure they don't go to sleep on you so you don't lose your place in the queue. You're going to sign into your Ticketmaster account at least 20 minutes. I'm probably going to do about 20-30 minutes ahead of time. I'm going to sign in. And if it is the pre-registered sale, which hopefully I get a code for, I am going to sign in with the email that I use for pre-registration. I'm going to make sure like all my payment information is updated. Also make sure like your like address and everything is updated. Make sure everything is updated before tickets go on sale. The last thing you want to do is make a mistake. And then I say here, also do 2 payment options just in case. In a previous video, I talked about how it wouldn't let me use one card for some reason. Luckily, I had another card on me that I can use. You just want to be safe, just in case. So if you don't feel comfortable saving your information, which I highly recommend, you can just have your cards with you physically or have the numbers written down. So the number on the front, the security code, and the expiration dates. Make sure you have everything there so you can reference it. Also make sure you have the maps if they're available. Have them pulled up, printed out, have an idea where you want to sit so you know what to do in real time. And I am going to, something very important that I talked about in another video, is I'm going to refresh at 14 minutes. So when the countdown goes down to 14:00, I'm going to refresh because that's what I've found through trial and error works. Well, essentially will let you into the queue at that point during, right before the sale. You do you, but this is what has worked for me in the past. So you're gonna type in, so once you either refresh or it refreshes you, I'm gonna refresh like I said, it's gonna prompt you for your phone number. Once you type in your phone number, like I said, it's gonna send you a code. You type in the code, it's either going to direct you to the queue or the captcha. A tip is that you can copy, so like type your phone number out like on Word or a notepad and copy it so you can just paste it in there when it prompts you for your phone number. But do it without the dashes. I believe it will work that way. So there's a tip for that. You'll probably be redirected to a captcha. During My Chemical Romance, it did not have a captcha. It just took you straight to the queue. For BTS, it may have a captcha. So The one I've been seeing is the one that has the 4 pictures at the top. They're usually in like a line across the screen. Right underneath, there's a picture that has all those little images inside of it. And what you need to do is click on them in the order you see them at the top of the page. That may make no sense to you, but hopefully it will make sense in real time when you see it. It's not so difficult, so hopefully you'll be able to get through that pretty quickly. And then once you go through that, on the next page, it'll redirect you to the next page. And don't do anything. Don't refresh. Just let it count down. So the countdown will be actually 1 minute behind the time you think it should be. What I mean by that is, like, if it's supposed to be, so let's say at 3 o'clock, you'll think like, oh, I should be in the queue. You're still gonna have 1 more minute. It's just 1 more minute behind for some reason. So at 3:01, you'll then see that dreaded image of that person walking past. So don't freak out if you're like, oh, my timer's a minute behind. Don't do anything. Just let it count down. Basically, you're just gonna sit there, wait and see. And then when your time comes up, in the queue, you're gonna see what's available to you. So you can decide if you want how many tickets you want at the top. Also, keep in mind for the pre-registration, Live Nation said there are 2 per show for the Army membership pre-sale and 4 in total for the verified fan resale. Double check it. You never know, they might change at the last minute. I mean, they lie about so many things. Who knows? But this is what they said last time I checked. So also what you can do at the top is select or deselect the so I guess the different levels of tickets you want to look at. So there's standard, VIP, silver, and gold, and or official platinum. I hate official platinum. I'm not going to rant too much on it, but essentially they're super expensive for no reason, and they have no benefits attached to them. So they might be $700, but if it's just a blue dot that's official platinum, it does not have soundtrack attached to it. It's just that as certain sections sell out, they change standard tickets into official platinum ones and amp up the price for no reason. So I am going to avoid those if I can, and please do if you can too. So here's a tip. All the ones that are a different color, usually they're orange, are the VIP tickets. So when you click on them, you should be able to tell whether it's gold or silver. It'll tell you on the side, and the price should kind of reflect that. So some people say use a sidebar. I'm going to use the map. I found that to be a bit quicker. The sidebar is a bit slow. Once you click on the tickets, either way, it'll tell you if someone beat you to those tickets. If you do see that sorry someone beat you message, you can press OK, and then your browser will refresh the map and you'll get an updated one. If you don't, but it can take a little bit, so there's a bit of a lag when it tries to refresh. So what I do, what I'm probably gonna do is just click on the outside of the box so I get to the map really quickly and just select some other tickets. Now the only thing with that is it won't be refreshed because you just clicked on the outside and it didn't have a chance to refresh. So keep that in mind, but it will let you click on tickets faster that way. So once you get ones that are available, you're going to be redirected. I explained it in a previous video. It is so important. It is so important you have a browser that allows pop-ups through from Ticketmaster, or just will at least prompt you to allow a ticket or allow a pop-up through. It's so important. I lost GA tickets because I didn't let a pop-up through. Don't let it happen to you. So make sure you have that option to let it through. If it's like your browser didn't or needs to allow something through, make sure you can do that. You don't want to be sitting on a page for 5 minutes and wondering why it's still loading. I sat on a page for 30 minutes. Don't do it. Just don't. So you should be signed in. If not, go ahead and re-sign in with all your information. Hopefully everything is saved. So at that point, you're just double checking your info you've already entered into your account. If you did not save your information, you're going to have to sit there and type it. Just be as careful and as careful as you can. It's going to be stressful. I'm not going to lie to you. But make sure everything is accurate. Eventually it's going to ask you about taking insurance. Even with your info saved, it is nerve-wracking. Trust me. If you have someone there who can double check that for you, please have them do that. And also make sure you keep track of the time at the top so you don't want to get timed out. And then pretty much go through all the pages till you see that congrats. Like you've got these tickets. It's usually a blue box. You'll know that you got them. Okay, so here's a bonus tip. Something that happened to me when I tried to buy 17 tickets. I didn't have a pre-registered code, but I got one to the queue anyway. I just decided, let me go ahead and see what I can see at least. And for some reason, it may have been a glitch, I was able to buy VIP sound or silver soundcheck tickets without a code. I don't know how it let me do it. I'm not saying it's gonna do that for BTS, but it might. So I would just go ahead and sign in like you're gonna, if you don't have a code, sign in early, get into the queue. I think it'll still let you see the tickets even if you don't have a code. That's what it did during this time. It let me see the tickets. Now I couldn't click on the standard tickets because they were all locked because I needed a code to look at those. But for some reason it let me click on the pit tickets and I was able to get one. So there's another option, a little tip there for you. If you made it this far, you can try that if that's what you want to, if you want a sound check ticket. It really won't work for the standard tickets, but it did work for a VIP one. Again, this was during it was during the pre-sale, so I don't know if it's gonna do it for the Army pre-sale. It might work for the verified fan pre-sale though, because that's the pre-sale it was during 17. So there you go. And it looks like someone's blowing up Weavers right now. Army problems, right? Anyways, good luck to you all with buying tickets, stream Ego, and I'm so excited for this comeback. I hope you all get the tickets you are wanting, and hopefully we all get pre-sale codes. But yes, good luck. Thank you for watching.